BMitch and Finlay, 106.7 The Fan. You hear Enter Sandman there. I listen to Scott Van Pelt's podcast pretty regularly. And a few weeks ago, I think it was Stanford Steve actually, went on, I don't want to say a rant, but kind of was like, I don't want to hear about Lane Stadium and Enter Sandman. Like, I'm done with Virginia Tech football until they win some games. And I think that's a fair place to land.
Yeah.
Well, I think the folks at Virginia Tech had the same sentiment. The Hokies played well in their opener in a loss to South Carolina. South Carolina ended up covering that game. Thank you very much. But
I told you about that Sun Belt Conference, though.
The Hokies were tough. Then their home opener, they play Vandy in Blacksburg and get worked.
Mm-hmm.
Vandy's pretty good. Vandy just went and beat South Carolina. So, like, there's no shame in losing to Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the Fighting Scott Jacksons.
You trying to say it's shame in losing to a Sun Belt Conference team?
No.
Oh, all right.
B, if you go back and listen to last week's show, I called them losing this.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Old Dominion with the points. But, Brian, to get down 28-0 at home.
They were favored by how many?
I don't remember, but it was significant.
And they lost by significant.
45-26 final.
Yeah.
45-26 final.
Mm-hmm.
They fire Brent Pry. Listen, this year is shot. It was the right call. Like, the reason you fire Brent Pry now is so whoever gets the interim nod gets to play Wofford next week, and then ideally that guy gets to start with a win and try to build some momentum.
At least you hope.
Right. That's a good point. After Wofford next week, the Hokies get into their ACC slate. NC State, Wake, Georgia Tech, coming off that big win over
Georgia
Clemson.
Tech, hell yeah.
I mean, it's still so bizarre to me to see that Cal versus Virginia Tech is an ACC game. But I got the fix for the Hokies.
All right, let's go. I'm ready for you to take this to the public.
I will. Hire Michael Vick. Hire Michael Vick. Hire Michael Vick. I don't know if it will work. Nobody does. He's in his third or fourth game ever as a head coach at Norfolk State. Hire him.
What's their record?
I don't know. I don't care, frankly. I get that it's not the safest bet, but I'm guessing a dude like Brent Pry was the safe bet. Hire Michael Vick. Let him hire D. Hall to run the defense.
Where did Brent Pry come from?
And give them a bunch of cash for NIL and see what happens.
Well, hell, I think if those two guys are on the coaching staff, you're going to get a lot of
players.
NIL. You get a lot of NIL right there.
Like Greg, our friend Greg was texting me they should hire John Gruden. I got a tough reality for you, Blacksburg. John Gruden gets his pick of who's going to get fired this year. Maybe Billy Napier at Florida.
Billy Napier's going to get fired.
Maybe I don't think they would run Lincoln Riley at USC. Like John Gruden can pick whatever job he wants.
Yeah.
And they're going to come up with more money at these big What if Bama fires Kalen DeBoer?
Well, I'm just going to say this.
Like,
Virginia Tech's going to have to get on board with the NIL thing.
Hire
XO Dabo about the NIL thing. He needs to get on board with it too, huh? He lost another one.
Right. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that the Mike Vick hire would be the safest because it's not.
The thing about
you would have energy and eyeballs on that program in a way you haven't in forever.
You would, but you want to make the hire because you think he can help you win. And I believe Mike, over the years, is that guy now. He's a guy who's been through some stuff. He's a mentor. And also, I think Mike can he can get somebody to go out and play. And he will attract some players. So in college, you got to have attraction, excitement, enthusiasm, and money. And they got that. They would have that with him.
The reality is, in this new ACC, Miami, Florida State, Clemson, maybe even like Louisville, they're all going to have more money. Jeff, don't go anywhere. They're all going to have more money for NIL.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just are. Do something that makes people pay attention, roll the dice, try something. You know what I'm saying? Try something. And that, to me, it is the most legendary player in Virginia Tech history is Michael Vick.
100%.
He's coaching now. Give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I'd love D. Hall running their defense. D. Hall has been a coach in the NFL.
In the NFL, yeah.
I'm sure haters, naysayers will tell me I'm crazy. He doesn't have the experience. The last dude had all the experience in the world.
A lot of people don't have experience until you get the job, right?
Pry was the defensive coordinator at Penn State for 5 years. He was at Vandy before that. Like, Pry had the experience.
Yeah, he was with, Scotty. As soon as he hit by somebody from Penn State, Scotty started hitting me.
I'm sure you loved that.
He's telling me how the guy's a number 2 guy. He's not a number 1 guy. Pry. Well, we know that now. He was getting paid almost $5 million to be a number 2 guy.
I have no idea if the Mike Vick thing works, but it's
college football is no longer what it was, and if it was what it was, guess what? Those big name coaches would have stayed. A lot of them ran away from the NIL thing because they don't know how to deal with something new. I think people like a Mike and a D Hall, those guys understand what's happening these days, and probably don't have a problem with players getting paid. Hell, they probably thought they should have been getting paid when they were in college. I know I did.
Norfolk State is 1-2. The Spartans have lost to Towson, beat Virginia State, and lost to Rutgers. I don't even know. I don't know what Norfolk State's expected to do this year. This isn't about his performance at Norfolk State. Mm-hmm. It's about what Michael Vick might be able to bring to Blacksburg.
Enthusiasm that will come there.
Because there is no other coach they're going to get that will bring that.
When I first got here, I'll be totally honest with you, I heard more about Virginia Tech than I did Virginia, Maryland, anybody. I'm serious. You saw it everywhere you went. Over the last 10 years or so, it has not been anywhere close to what it used to be. So the luster has been lost, and it's time to try and bring that back. I'm serious. I was like, damn, what the hell? Virginia Tech? Where the hell is Virginia Tech? Because, you hear something, you see it so much, you think it'll be right next door. But you go down way down to Blacksburg, and they were getting more hype than the schools that were right here.
Dude, so other people are saying, what about Shane Beamer? Shane Beamer's at South Carolina. Shane Beamer's in the SEC. Now, is that a tough place to win? Yes, but you know what they got? Money.
They got money, and that's kind of like a step back, unless he just want to do it because his dad was there. But that's not upgrade. You're leaving a conference that's considered better than yours to go down to another one.
And they didn't hire him. They could have hired him when you know what I mean? You could have made a tradition. You could have made a transition from Frank to Shane.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. You think he's in a hurry to come back? And, dude, the people saying John Gruden, I got all these people. So I put it out into the earth, my Mike Vick theory. And the people that are coming back are like, nah, man, go get Gruden. He's not coming. You get Vick now because you might not be able to later.
True. Yeah.
Doug, I love the University of Maryland. I'm an alum, right? I have realistic expectations for my Terps. I love Coach Locks. I want what Locks for me, winning 3 straight bowl games, competing. I'm good with it. You got to have reasonable expectations, dude. And I fear the folks in Blacksburg do not.
Yeah.